Hi there lovelies, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm continuing my attachment style series, and in this video, I'm focusing specifically on avoidant attachment. So if you've ever wondered why you tend to avoid relationships, why you are scared of commitment, why you are very social and very easygoing, this is the video for you. Understanding your attachment style will revolutionize your life and it will change your relationships for the better if you implement the strategies that you need to implement to change it if it is insecure to a secure attachment. First things first, let's break down exactly what is meant by avoidant attachment. On the surface, avoidantly attached individuals seem very happy with who they are, where they are in life. They're very social, they have a lot of friends, they're easygoing, they tend to be very independent and commitment shy, so they will have a lot of girlfriends, boyfriends, a lot of sexual partners, and they are serial daters. They also have a very high self-esteem, so they don't need validation from anybody else and don't rely on others for reassurance or emotional support. On a whole, they are very independent, they don't depend on anybody, and they don't want anybody to depend on them. So let's understand what they're like in relationships. One of the key signs of avoidant attachment is that they have a fear of intimacy. They have difficulty with emotional intimacy and may feel uncomfortable when their partner seeks emotional closeness. They also downplay the importance of relationships and value independence more than they do emotional connection. So if you or your partner avoid emotional vulnerability and tend to shy away from sharing your feelings, this may be a sign of avoidant tendencies. In a relationship, they put up walls, they set boundaries to avoid this emotional intimacy. This is to protect themselves from a perceived rejection or dependence on others and people depending on them. But hey, it's not just you. Research from psychologists Shava and Hazan actually shows that about 25 to 30% of people have an avoidant attachment and they struggle just like you to be open. So when it comes to reasons as to why people are avoidantly attached, it all stems from childhood, as we know. They would have had a parent who was distant and unresponsive and showed little to no emotional reaction to their child's needs, their cries, or their problems. So as adults, we tend to distance ourselves from others and don't share our emotions because we don't feel safe. Trust issues anyone. Another classic sign of an avoidant attachment is difficulty trusting others. You may have been hurt before, so you find it really challenging to fully let your guard down in a relationship. And again, early childhood experiences where the child's needs were ignored, ridiculed, and discouraged led them to feel that they couldn't rely on others for support. So as an adult, you may find it challenging to open up and fully trust your partners, which leads to a cycle of emotional distance. The third sign is emotional withdrawal. So at one point or another, we've all shut down emotionally during a heated argument. But for avoidant individuals, they may chronically resort to emotional withdrawal during times of stress or conflict. And I don't mean the silent treatment, giving your partner the silent treatment, because I believe that's emotional manipulation. But if you or your partner tend to avoid addressing relationship issues, it may be a sign of an avoidant attachment. Emotional withdrawal acts as a security blanket for avoidant individuals. It's a way of protecting themselves from feeling too vulnerable or overwhelmed in relationships and situations. They may not even recognize or know how to deal with their emotions, but it's totally possible to work on better communication skills and address relationship issues without shutting down emotionally. Now let's talk about commitment. With individuals with an avoidant attachment, it can sometimes feel like they are allergic to commitment. This is because they feel anxious about being tied down or losing their independence. So long-term relationships, long-term commitments are simply too daunting and scary for them. And this fear of commitment could lead to a pattern of short-lived relationships and difficulty moving to the next level in a relationship. Avoidant individuals are chronically single and serial daters. They might also be more open to non-traditional relationships like polygamy or open relationships. They're also well-versed in ghosting or dumping their partners by phone or by text, by email, if they feel that things are getting too intimate. And finally, avoidant individuals often develop unhealthy coping mechanisms to protect themselves from hurt or rejection. These coping mechanisms may include them being overly self-reliant, so that I can do anything by myself, I don't need anybody else kind of attitude. They may also avoid vulnerability, which means that you won't see them cry and they won't be receptive to you crying. They won't be receptive to you being emotional and they won't be emotional with you. And they also tend to set up emotional barriers. So their conversations with you, their interactions will tend to be very surface level and nothing too deep, nothing too vulnerable or emotionally taxing for them. The key thing to remember here is that they're not necessarily trying to hurt you. They're just trying to protect themselves and respond to situations as they know how to, in a way that makes them feel safe, in a way that protects themselves. So if you're in a relationship with an avoidant individual, or you are the avoidant individual, recognizing these patterns in your behavior can really help you work on building better communication skills, emotional intelligence, and building healthier relationship dynamics. Now, here's the ultimate truth. As I have mentioned in my other attachment videos, your attachment style can be changed. You can move your attachment style from an insecure one to a secure one. It takes awareness, it takes effort, and it takes intentional action and inner work to make that difference and ultimately have healthier relationships. As always, seeking therapy and counseling is a fantastic tool in helping us understand and transform our attachments. A professional who's knowledgeable can be that support for you, that safety net for you to work on yourself and work on your relationships. So don't be afraid, don't be scared of seeking that help that you need. There's nothing wrong with you. Working on yourself and trying to improve yourself is a fantastic thing to do. It doesn't mean that you're broken. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you are wanting to get healthier and wanting to improve your life. All right, that's a wrap on this video. I hope you found it insightful and that it helps you navigate your own attachment styles and love life. And if you enjoyed this video and you want more empowering content on psychology, lifestyle, personal growth, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And until next time, stay fabulous, stay true to yourselves, and know that you are worthy of love and happiness. I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.